Alright, what's up? It's Knowledge here, and today I'm going to be talking about why Overwatch 2 might fail. Or no, will fail. Overwatch 1 has a lot of unpleasant features, unenjoyable features, and things that pushed a lot of people away. The viewership is slowly going down for Overwatch. People are leaving the community. Overwatch League isn't doing the hottest right now. And Blizzard has a whole bunch of controversy with the whole China situation. And these are just some of the surface issues of why Overwatch is kind of dying. But at the core of Overwatch right now lies 5 problems we're going to be discussing. And before I get into the video, I'm not hating on Overwatch. I don't want Overwatch to fail. My channel icon is Lucio. I've been playing since 2016 coin toss-up, my bad, when the game first came out in the first competitive season, and everybody hated the game. And I still stuck by the game. I still played coin toss and still played every season after that until season 13 where I stopped. And I came back when 222 came and Royal Q came in the game, and I played again, and then I stopped because the game just got so frustrating and infuriating. And it was due to all 5 of these core problems. And not only have I included the problems, but I also have kind of solutions to the problem, because too many people just want to bring up the problems and don't really want to have anything to say about a solution. So with that being said, let's get into my first problem. Hard stuns. I've been playing against McCree for 3 years now, and every time I play against McCree, it never feels fun. Oh, no, okay, pause. Every time I get stunned by McCree, sometimes I play against him and it feels fun, but whenever I get stunned by McCree, it never feels fun. It never felt like, wow, that McCree really worked to kill me. Wow, he really had to try his hardest to kill me. All he had to do was press E, my character got instantly locked, I couldn't play the game, I couldn't do the game, I couldn't do anything, there was no way I could outplay him other than just avoid the stun. But sure, eventually you can say, oh yeah, avoid the stun, but eventually you're gonna get stuck up on. He's gonna sneak up behind you. Or when I play Brig, I don't feel fun, it doesn't feel fun stunning people. I feel rewarded by saying, yeah, just stop his ult. But no, for him, he's like, yeah bro, I hate this Brig, she just stopped my ult. Or I hate Mr. McCree, he just stopped my ult. Like, it does not feel fun. Hard stuns are horrible. Now, if you want to soft stun me, like a Sigma ult, like a Graviton, like a Halt, I'm all for that all day. You can CC me, soft stun me, I don't care. Maybe if a stun worked like a flashbang, or it flicked my screen directly up, so I couldn't, so I could outplay it. Or maybe if a stun worked it flipped me 180, I don't know, something to outplay the stun, where it provides counterplay. Too many abilities in Overwatch don't provide any against. You feel me? Maybe if a stun had a sense of counterplay to it, where hey, I've practiced and I've mastered this skill, and maybe with this amount of counterplay, I could beat you. And maybe if I practice someone into a lobby and really hone my skills, I could say, hey McCree, next time you stun me, sure you might have pressed a button and my character got locked, but if I die, that's on me because I haven't practiced enough to get out of it. So maybe if you give more of a counterplay sense, soft stuns can be a lot more beneficial to the game than hard stuns. My next point up is improve coordination over communication. Right now in Overwatch, I'm sure if you play comp, especially in Plat, Gold, or the lower ranks, characters right now, all they do, repeat, hey, what's up? That's my dog shaking in the background. All people do in comms right now just flame each other like, oh man, Bap, you're so trash, or Reinhardt, you're so trash. People would rather take the time to develop a plan, to flame people and make people feel bad about who they're playing, than to actually develop a plan and to actually say, hey, maybe if we go here and do this, or go to high ground, or push high ground, we could actually win the fight. No, people would rather say, oh, you're trash, switch off your character, bro, go kill yourself, yada, yada, yada. And I'm not making, if you play comp, you know I'm right. This is not any information I'm just pulling out of nowhere. It's really toxic. People are really toxic. And maybe if you improve the ability to coordinate, say hey, maybe give us a map feature where we can make waypoints and mark on the map. Hey, go here. Hey, I have my ult's gonna be ready here. When we get to high ground, I'm gonna mark high ground on Gibraltar. Let's push high ground and then use Han's ult here. It made it easier for people to coordinate without communicating That would be a lot more beneficial. That way, people could actually spend their times when they're dead instead of looking at their kill cam and roasting their team to say, hey, I'm going to set up a waypoint to go push up top high ground. You're going to have to use this ability to get here. We'll push up top high ground. You're going to have to use this ability to get here. Once we use these abilities, we should have these alts here, and people could follow a coherent plan, and shot calling can be so much easier. The game would be so much enjoyable if there were more features that aided shot callers and not communicators. We don't need what is that feature called? It's like the little number right next to your level. Endorsements, yeah. We don't care about endorsements. People don't use those to be actually better people. They just use us to get XP, I've seen many people, I've done it myself, I accidentally endorse people who are toxic. I don't know, like, I just say, all right, press in, click, 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 all right, done. Click, 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 done. Click, click, click. If we had more features to coordinate and say, all right, we can make waypoints, we can make like ability timers, say, all right, here, I should have this ability up here. I mean, I should have this ability when I get to this spot. So when I get to high ground, I should have dragon, and I can dragon from high ground, or I should have high noon, or I can have these abilities to protect me when I use high noon, and like make these ability coordinations and easier to coordinate abilities between heroes. Say, all right, like say, hey Arisa, when I press high noon, can you activate your shield? And she's like, all right, sure. And the second he presses high noon, now that you guys made that agreement, maybe your shield instantly deploys. Or maybe not instantly deploys, but it'll give you a marker saying, hey, McCree is using high noon. Use your shield now. Like, that's the agreement you guys made. And make it easier for people to communicate via UI, coordinate via UI than communicate via voice comms. My next point up is no more pick up and play characters. In Overwatch, you have a lot of characters who are just like, pick up and play. Like, all right, bro, I'm going to hop on the brig, flail, right click, and hit. Right now, I feel like characters have a lot of abilities attached to buttons. They don't have depth. They have abilities attached to buttons. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but a long time ago, there was this thing called like the Genji Ghost Dash. I think it was Genji Ghost Dash. I think it was discovered by Erika Dow. I'm not sure who. I'll put his name down below. But it gave Genji a lot of depth. It was basically like a dash. It was like basically a double dash. Like you can slice him once, not entirely kill him, or like you can like clip off a thing, and then you can dash him again. And it gave Genji a really high skill ceiling. And when he did that, even when he killed me as Lucio, I'm like, I got mad that I'm dead, but I couldn't get mad at the Genji because it's not like he just pressed his dash button and killed me. No, he used his skill and his game knowledge and his practice and the fruits of his labor to kill me. It wasn't like a McCree where he just pressed his button, he had his ability on a button, and he just pressed it, and boom, he wins the game. That's not fun. But he actually got in there and said, all right, I'm going to learn how to optimize my character. I'm going to learn how to be a better version of my character. I'm not going to pick up a new character. I'm going to learn how to be the best one. Be the best guy as this character, right? And I had a lot of, admiration for people who discovered text in Overwatch, only for them to get removed. We're told we can switch out to his hammer a little bit faster, to build his sword a little bit faster. And it gave him a lot of viability. But Blizzard removed that because it's not how they wanted him to intentionally play. Imagine if, like, in the fighting game community, Sakurai removed every single, in the Smash community, where Sakurai removed every single tech he didn't like. Because, that's not how we want it to be. Sometimes, as a game developer, how you want things to be and how things are should be separate. They should be. And I think Blizzard, like control over the game doesn't let the tech scene breathe, the depth scene breathe, and they try to make these characters who just have abilities on the buttons, and they're not fun to play. If you gave characters depth and gave them skill, like maybe if Brig said, all right, maybe if I hit, shield bash, and flail, that is the most optimal combo for Brig, and I can fit in another hit in there, and I can instantly burst down a 200 a 200 health hero. Or maybe if you said, all right, McCree, maybe if I bounce my flashbang off this wall, I could hit the Arisa from the back. Maybe you gave the characters depth and let them like bounce flashbangs off walls, or maybe let characters like Brig get a little bit more of hit cancel, and made them feel like actual characters who had depth and purpose rather than just, all right, I'm clicking shield bash, Reinhardt should get stunned, haha, I did it. That feels enjoyable to no one. That's why people are leaving the game. It doesn't feel enjoyable. It doesn't feel enjoyable to play. It doesn't feel enjoyable to play against. And the next one up on my list is make character reveals interesting again. It kind of goes along with character depth. Characters just get revealed nowadays. Like, remember when Sombra came out? It was a whole ARG where, like, it had everybody in their seats. Like, oh, man, what's the next thing? Oh, okay, we found a newspaper on Dorado. We found a sign on King of Anubis. Like we had a lot of things in the game that made us feel like Sombra was going to be a game changing character. And in the game, and also outside the game, like there was forum posts with the ARG. There was just ARGs on weird blogs. Like there was a Sky song. People got down and said, "All right, bro, we're really gonna find out who Sombra is." And they really made it a point to make the Sombra reveal feel special and interesting. It made it feel like an actual ARG. And that was one of the dopest character reveals of modern gaming history, I think. Like, even though we didn't solve it and it kind of failed, it was still cool to be a part of and witness. Like, it was still cool to be there. That was a really fun time. I still remember that moment. And nowadays, characters just get revealed. Like, they just get put up on screen at BlizzCon and say, "Oh, here they are. Here's the next character. Here he is." Like, Sigma could have been the same way. He could have had a whole little ARG with the music and what the music means and how that ties into his backstory, but nope. Just throw him up on screen. All right, here is little in cinematic. Here he is, Sigma. Do that again. Make it complex. Make us as the Overwatch players get invested in the characters, even if we're not going to play them. And then my final thing is make losing feel okay. Right now, if you lose, when you lose, you see defeat, and you have to watch play of the game of your team getting destroyed. You have to watch, you have to literally say, "All right, bro." Like, in case you guys didn't understand that you lost, let me show it to you again. Let me show you that this guy lost. He's gonna have a cool little cinematic intro and everything, but you guys lost, right? And it's gonna show you guys getting destroyed, and that feels not enjoyable. So what do people do? They leave, and what do they do after they leave? They queue up for the next match. They say, "Oh man, the next one's gonna be better," and they bring that toxic attitude to the next match. Maybe if you said, "All right, bro, you guys lost, but here was the best moment from your team," all right, guys, you guys lost. Your Reinhardt had a self-improvement score. He did better than all of his 5 last games. Like, hey, shout out to your Reinhardt. I'm just trying to turn my monitor back on, by the way. But right now, Overwatch does not feel enjoyable to lose. Like, I think what really makes the game kind of a great game is when you lose and you can still say that was a good game. And right now, when you lose in Overwatch, you feel horrible. They need to fix how the feeling you get when you lose, so you don't get tilted, so you don't get toxic. I don't think the toxic community is a product of the game. I think it's a product of how the game plays. I think it's about how the game deals with loss. Endorsements don't really help you say, "Oh yeah, man, even though we did lose, at least it was a good shot call." And you're not thinking about that. You're just thinking about, man, we lost, bro. And not only did we lose, we had to watch us get destroyed and play the game. Like, maybe if you play the game was individualized to each team, and maybe if the cards were also individualized to each team, where you had 2 sets of cards, like all your team cards, here were some of the best stats on your team, best stats on their team, and you could say, "All right, bro, we did good here," or notable moments or something like that, to where you can say, "Okay, we lost, but here's the things that we improved on as individual people," and make it to where you can have a camaraderie at the end instead of just this toxic, "Oh, kill yourself. You're stupid. Go die." Or instantly leave the lobby, or, "Bro, you're all trash." And it's not fun to play. Overall, man, I hope these features do get improved in Overwatch 2, because all these, apparently Overwatch 2 is just going to be Overwatch 1, just with story mode. And story mode isn't what we need. We need these features to be fixed. And hopefully, if these features get fixed, Overwatch can, be back and vibrant again, and be back on top of Twitch, and be back in everybody's inbox, and be back on your Overwatch, and everybody want to be interested in playing and watching the game again. Hopefully, man. I hope somebody from Blizzard sees this. I hope this blows up on Reddit. I hope you guys share this video, like, comment, subscribe. Please, man. Please. I don't want Overwatch to die, but it will if it has these issues. But that's all from me. I'm Knowledge.